We got us some parts now. What a good day. Hi folks, I'm Heathen. Welcome to Heathen's Garage. Today we're working on a Turbo 400 transmission pump. We're going to tear it apart, reseal it, rebearing it, then we'll put it back together. That's basically what we do in this episode. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's see what's in this box, eh? Hopefully we'll find a pump in here. Oh, it's like... Oh, that's an empty bag. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Oh no! O-rings. Hope we don't need these O-rings. We probably need these O-rings. Hope those are the only two. Yeah! New pump! Hooray! Now, what we have here is a used pump. Now the reason we got a used pump is because I said, hey, do I need a new pump? Old JH Transmission, he said, just to clarify, I bought all my parts from a guy named JH. He knows how to rebuild transmission. He gave me a ton of advice on this project, but I didn't get authorization to use his names, so we just call him JH Transmission. Nope, not for 700 horsepower. You get a good stock one, you'll be fine to go. We're still going to take it apart and look at it because, well, it'd be irresponsible not to. But before we do that, we're going to get the clutches soaking in some transmission fluid because it kind of depends who you ask how long you're supposed to do it. The book says like a few minutes. The internet says like overnight. And we're just going to get them in now. And then tomorrow, which is hopefully this is going to be completely assembled by tomorrow. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Then hopefully it'll be good. You know, that's the plan. This is gonna be our soaking tray. It's another drawer out of like a little end table kind of thing. Like if you get a 3-drawer one, you get 3 drain pans. And they're cheaper than 1 drain pan, like of a real variety. Just make sure you get it really clean, especially if you're using a used one like I am. Oh, this is strong stuff. Nice and spotless, nice and spotless. Now I know this looks like a jerry can of fuel, but I promise, she's loaded with ATF. You know, if you have the opportunity to buy ATF in bulk like, it's much cheaper. This is, you know, half the cost of buying it by the jug. And it's pretty good stuff, I think. I don't know. I don't know anything about oil. It's what you get at the store. Well, like the lube store. If you go somewhere to get your oil changed, they might sell it to you there. This came from my lovely wife's shop. OK Tire in Lacombe. If you happen to need a tire shop or mechanical repairs. Anyway, she was kind enough to sell it to me by the bulk. If you happen to be in Lacombe, she'll sell it to you by the bulk too. Now for those wondering, these are made in Mexico. They are Borg Warner, which was both recommended by my book and recommended by Mr. JH. I wonder if these little seals are supposed to be soaked in it too. I don't know if these are supposed to be soaked in ATF. Yeah, just put them in there. We're just going to top this off just a little bit. Make sure we've covered everything. We're going to take it away. Perfect. Well, the tall band, we're just going to have to flip him back and forth because I don't want to waste too much transmission. You know what, Ethan? Transmission fluid's a lot cheaper than a transmission. Let's let it soak properly, too. I hate to be wasteful, but... There, now they can soak in there properly, like... It still only used half this jug. This jug's only, I don't know, 2.5 gallon? Yeah, That isn't that much. What are you worried about, Ethan? Now, I think I've shown this already, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but in case you're wondering why we have to watch the pump, because for some reason you're starting in part 4 instead of part 1, well, this is the old pump. And right here, it's got a big groove cut into it. From this being rammed into here. That's basically from ignorance, actually, is what I think it's from. It could be fault somewhere else, but I think what it is not enough space between the torque converter and the engine. So it happened, it's done, I'm moving on. Now we're going to take the new one apart, and by new I mean used. Just going to have a quick look at it, make sure that it's also okay. Put you here, find some tools, get it apart. You just never know what you're going to get with used parts, you know. So we're just going to pull that right apart. Make sure we got over good things. Incidentally, all the bolts were about finger tight, so I don't think anybody planned on me installing it without taking it apart first. What do we see? Oh yeah! See how that one looks? See how that looks? Nice and flat and smooth? That's how it's supposed to look. These look like brand new gears. I think they are. Oh no, they're worn in. Nope, they're not. They're not new. That looks hunky-dory. This looks hunky-dory. Oh, there's a dot there. Alright. This is dandy. We're very happy about this. Put this in the correct way though, because that will not be good if you put that in wrong. And the way that I just put it in now, like this way, this tabs go away from converter. Since we're working on the pump anyways, we're a little out of order because you don't start with the pump on the rebuild. But we're working on the pump anyways, and it seems like a good time to toss the bushings in. So, we've got new bushings because old JH sent us a bushing kit. We have a long punch here. We'll drop it through. Well, good to drill another hole. Yep, back at it again with the hole saw, eh? Oh, hello, doggos. Come here, Elvis. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hi, little bear. You're all muddy still, eh? And when I say Luna's all muddy still, here's why. She doesn't, you know, have a lot of sense of staying warm. You having a good time? Isn't it too cold for that, Luna? Oh, why did you do that? You guys are disgusting. Yeah, you're a good dog. Good enough for a guy like me, I guess. Oh, it's all over my pants now. Alright, now will this fit in there nice? Yes, it will. Now we got a way to hold it. That's better. Now let's see if we can knock that bushing out without too much pain and suffering. Blanket's just never quite in the right spot, is it, Luna Bear? So we're just going to sort of gently work our way around. And hopefully it's moving. I think it is. Let's see. Is it moving? It's hard to tell if we're honest. Moving? Oh yeah, it's totally moving. We're good. Everything is going fine. There she went. That's one. Look at that. It's old bearing. Now we'll put a new bearing in. First we're going to knock this other one out first. Now, I do actually have good tools for this. Does this one fit? that will catch the bushing. Will it do this part though? Yeah, that'll work. There we go. That's significantly easier, but I can't go through one bushing to the other, so you have to knock one out first regardless. Now, swap this out for one that's more appropriate. Lock some bushings in. I sure hope I get them straight. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to double check that my book says, if it says anything about depth, because that might be a thing. There is actually mention of that in the book, as far as getting this bushing depth correct, and it says basically set it the same as the old one was. Which in our case, I think we want to set it the same as that one was, the old pump, because it's going on to the old pieces. At least that's the logic I'm using. If you got a vernier caliper, you got a depth gauge of sorts, because see, and this part, do you see this? You see it on the white there? Maybe better. See how that comes in and out? That'll measure your depth. So we just check it on this one. 588, if anybody's scared. And we got, oh. Wow. We went a little far already. That's all there is to that. Shoot. Well, we've only done one, so it's not the end of the world. Knock it back a little bit, right? And if it's loose, we'll put some Loctite on it, I guess. Good enough. 588. Well, okay, it was 586, but whatever. Close enough. What's a couple thou between friends, eh, little bear? Yeah, what's that? Nothing. It ain't nothing. You want to shake? You want to shake? You want to pound it? Not really, eh? Just pets. Just pets and scratches. Oh, drummer girl. Is it you? Yeah, it's you. That's right. Don't lick my face. I hate that. Now, next thing the book recommends is taking your old forward drum. I think that's what it's called. This shaft is what you need, essentially. You take this guy, just put it on there, no seals, no nothing. Just make sure it all slides together nice. It should drop right in there. Just drop right in there. Huh. Let's figure out what's going on here now. Something's not quite right. Apparently Elvis has a pretty good sense of when it might not be the best time for pets. Though I was sad to see him walk away like that. Is it the bushing problem? Is this a bushing issue maybe? Maybe it's a bushing issue. Oh yeah. That doesn't want to go on there very badly, does it? That's pretty snug. It won't even slide through this direction. Okay, pause for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out and I will let you know. Hi. Alright, so through process of measuring and playing and fitting, what we've determined is I must have damaged this bushing, knocking it backwards, because it won't clear there either. See how it doesn't go any further? It should drop all the way through. So, the good news is it's just a bushing issue. So we're gonna clean up this bushing a bit. We might knock it right back out and start over with a new bushing, because that's what we might have to do. We'll just try and clean it up first. Well, we proved our theory, because we knocked out the bushing, and now it goes where it's supposed to go. So, I don't know. It's too thick, or I damaged it putting it in. That's the only two options there are. And if we're honest, given who's doing this, I think we all know probably what happened there. The good news is, the two that I knocked out are still in really good shape. Like, they fit nice and... Oh, this is a new one. That's the wrong one. But this one, for instance, that I knocked out, it fits like snug as a bug in a rug. It's just like it's really minty. So we're going to put it back in. Then we'll see if it fits. And if that works, then, Bob's your uncle. And we're at the same problem. Could this be bent? Nope, it's not bent. It's just a friction problem here. At least my old one's doing exactly the same thing as the new one. Well, maybe we'll get a hone and fix it that way. I have returned with success. Now, I don't have a full answer as to why, other than I assume that the hole that's in this shaft must be tapered, and the further you shove the bearing, the tighter it gets. So when I size it up based on this pump, what I was effectively doing was assuming that they were exactly the same, and maybe they weren't. Now, again, I'm not positive that this is right, but this is what I think happened. Anyways, I cleaned it up. I gave it sort of like a hone job with some sandpaper and just very carefully on and off and on and off. And you see the little marks where it's too high, and you polish that down. Anyways, if we go about it now, it's very snug, and it just sort of rolls into place. And then when it drops in, it's nice and smooth and tight, and like there's no wiggle here at all. So I think we're mint. It's not leaving marks on one side or the other. It looks just real even and good, and well, hopefully I don't find out that was a horrible, wrong thing to do. But regardless, I think we're okay. Now, I could slip this pump together, and that'd be great. Except, I've made a small screw up, and I'm not going to let it bite me later. And that is, I painted this table, and I thought that was a great idea, because now it's white again and I can see it. Except every time I let something touch it, there's flakes of white paint on it. And like that just is not a thing that is worth... We're putting a new table on. That's all there is to it. The painting it was a mistake. We're gonna go get a new table. They're on sale right now anyways. So we're just gonna pause, go get a new table, clean everything up, and not have flakes of white paint through our transmission. So we'll see you in a second. Now, as it turned out, it wasn't a totally worthless trip, because we got to see this old Tri-5 Chevy of the 55 to 57 variety. I'm not really an expert. Did say Bel Air on it. And this old 60s or early 70s C10, so that was kind of cool. For the Mopar fans, the best we got was a Jeep Grand Cherokee 5.9er. And for the Fords, well, there she is. We then proceeded into the store where I was frustrated. Why are there so many choices? But we collected chicken on the way home, so that was good. The Popeyes was closed. KFC was closed. But happily, old 7-Eleven chicken's still pretty not bad. Hi, you want a treat? Hi, you want a treat? Can you sit? Oh, good job. Yeah, tater wedges, eh? I want some tater wedges, eh? That's pretty good, wasn't it? Nice little mid-morning snack. Ah, okay. How's that? You're dismissed. All right. Everything's transferred over to the new table, and we're ready to proceed. Now, before we slap this part back to this part, we're gonna replace this seal. No, this is a bushing, and this is a seal. I knocked them out already, because, you know, why wouldn't you put new ones in when you're here? Also, I'll show you this bearing up close. I don't know how well that thing focuses, but if you can see the marks on there, it isn't good anymore. So, new one, which means pull the gear out, pull the other gear out, and you know, just leave the other gear in actually. Get the paint from the other table off of this thing again. We've made the right call swapping tables. And we find our new seal. Well, first we'll find our new bushing, because that goes in first. It's right here. Now, there's no stopper on this at all. Like it lives where it lives. You knock it in and you stop. I checked where the other one was. It was just mounted flush. I think it probably fits best flush, because otherwise it wouldn't be right. There we go. Nice and flush. Dog hairs. Where would the dog hairs be coming from, huh? Transmission can't take a little dog hair? I don't even want it. Where's our seal? Here it is. Busting open the seal box. I got two. Why do I have two? Oh, one's gonna be input, one's gonna be output, eh? They're different and it makes it easy to tell. Okay, one's way different than the other. We'll have some instructions in the seal kit. Lip seals, rings, more lip seals, more rings, bell body gaskets, pump seals, instructions. Oh, that's cool. Torque specs, that's useful. We'll use those. This doesn't look like the right one. No, it's definitely not. You can tell because of the way that it isn't. Give this a tap tap. Yep, that's tapped in. Here's where I could use some context. Context? Comments, that's what I want. I'd like some comments about this. There's a little tiny mark on this gear. I don't know if you can see it. It's there somewhere. Anyways, I don't actually know which way it's supposed to face, because it was different on this pump than it was on the pump I pulled out. And I think both of those pumps have been apart. So I'm not quite sure which way to put it. I checked the internet and, well, it was kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So I don't know if it matters. I want to face it up. That's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully that doesn't come to bite me. But we'll see.
Incidentally, I reviewed the footage and just put it back in the way that it came out. I don't remember which way that was anymore, but I put it in the way that it came out.
And we want these two marks away from there, so they're further away. See, because that makes sense to me. You'd think you'd put all the marks on the same side. So that's why I choose to do it this way. Whether or not that's right, I don't know. A little bit of smear of assembly goo, which, by the way, I bought the wrong color. Apparently, in my little world, green and blue look the same. I expect it'll be okay. Just put a little bit of oil on there. Make sure it's got some. Spin it around a little bit. Sure, all that good. Now we're ready to put it back together. All right. Yep, gotta punch a hole again. All right, we'll be back. There we go. Now I blew all the plastic bits into the pump, so we just get to clean that again. That's sweet. All right, here we go. Now, the good news is it only fits one way, so you can't screw it up that bad. Like, I'm not particularly worried about those little bits of plastic, but also you feel like a dummy leaving them in there. All right, I think it goes about there. Okay. Of course, I've been wrong before. Yep, it's definitely not there. Should have 6 holes and those 5 lined up. I think we're there. All right, now put those in. Not even finger tight, just put them in. And run them home. The next bit is gonna seem strange, but not only did my book say it, JH says it, and the internet says it. So, you get yourself a couple 3-hose clamps, however many you need to make a circle. We're gonna run these around, snug it up, and that will center the pump. And that's how you do it. So says the trifecta of authority. Now we had to buy 2 hose clamps because we couldn't find one that was big enough. It was cheaper that way anyways. That's way less boring. I think we're gonna run out of holes. No, we're okay. Alright, now line this up. So you got like half on each, as it were. Sort of get it nice and flattish as you can. Now snug it up. Oh, wrong way. Crank her down. Now we gotta go get a torque wrench. You guys ready to go for a walk out to the barn? You're ready, eh, Luna? You're always ready. Let's go for a walk out to the barn. Come on, Elvis, we got what we needed. Let's go. Come on. We're walking back now. Come on, let's go. You just move at whatever speed you want, pal. What'd you find, Luna? Something good? Find anything good? Yeah? You're getting there, eh, Elvis? Alright, pumps back together. We're carrying on here. I put the old scarf rings back on. That's what they're called. These little piston-y rings things. They're cut diagonal. Scarf cut. I don't know why that is that way, but that's how it is. And I put the old shim on it that was on it when I started. If we have new ones, we'll replace them. If we don't, then we'll probably go get new ones because I don't want to do this again. No, we need to get this O-ring out of here. Oh, yeah, well, we're definitely going to get it out now because I just wrecked it. Like, I have a replacement right here, but I definitely just wrecked the one that was in it. Oh, yeah, it's brittle and hard. She's due. Yeah, this is like crunchy. Yeah, see, this is no good. Good thing I didn't try and leave that behind. Garbage. New one. Assemble we do. There we go. There you go. Gently. Oh, doggos, it's nothing. Heather's watching her crime show. Nothing's going wrong. Hey, calm down. Thank you for being guard dogs. It's okay. Settle down. So ferocious. There we go. Hey, pump's done. Hooray. Well, folks, that is the end of the episode, actually, is this pump's assembled. Now, it feels like a funny ending because I actually did a bunch more work that day. Like assemble the whole bottom half of this transmission. But we don't have the right end plate. I didn't have time to take it back apart and fix it. And I didn't want to like end it on, yep, there's a transmission together. And I didn't have time enough to edit it all. And, you know, excuse after excuse. The short version is, we did the pump this episode, and we'll show you the rest of it next episode. And if you're sick of watching transmission episodes, well, so am I. As a matter of fact, I'm real sick of doing them, but the transmission has to go back together. And, you know, a guy only has so much time in his life, so that's the way that it is, I guess. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I really do appreciate it, guys. And, you know, if you want to support the channel more than subscribing or watching or whatever, you can head to heathensgarage.com. There's shirts and hats and toques and things. So if you want some merch that's of pretty reasonable quality and supports Heathen's Garage, just head there and, you know, pick up whatever you like. There's even some stickers. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye.